in 8 minutes. The Vols head down to Fayetteville today. Just a few hours from now, they are preparing for the Super Regionals against the Razorbacks.
That's right. It's the second time the Vols have met Arkansas this season. They lost 2 of the games in that series. Now, Coach Tony Vitello says the team does have work to do if they want to win this postseason series. We will have coverage all weekend long as the defending national champs try to make it back to Omaha. Our Rick Russo heading to Fayetteville. He left at 6 o'clock this morning to cover the entire weekend. We'll be speaking with VFL Kirby Connell coming up at 9 o'clock as that coverage continues.
A lot of excitement. And with that, we do want to get a check of your first alert forecast with Heather. You're saying storms could impact those games, plus here at home.
Yeah, so let's talk about how much rain is headed our way in that first alert forecast. And the next big weather maker does push out downpours and storms, so that wave really reaches us, right? It's coming in from the west, Arkansas to our west, funnels across Tennessee, reaches us, especially this evening into the early overnight. Notice soaking rains coming along the plateau, southern to central valley. It's looking a little lighter now, far northeast half of our area, but that's that first wave. Then we'll have scattered rain and storms at times morning tomorrow, a few in the afternoon. Another batch comes down from the northwest. But again, the coverage isn't as high, and that does give us some gaps in that rainfall. A few streaks here of that quarter to a half an inch by the end of your Saturday. And then there are a few more showers to a lone general rumble of thunder for Sunday afternoon. So again, we can whittle that down and find more time to get outside this weekend in that first alert forecast.
Thanks so much. Well, this morning marks 81 years since our brave soldiers and British and Canadian allies executed the largest beach landing in human history.
June 6th, 1944, Operation Overlord, the code name for the invasion of Nazi-occupied Europe, began with D-Day. The landings remain the largest seaborne invasion in history and are widely regarded as the catalyst for Allied victory in the Second World War. Every year, thousands of Americans make travel to the north of France to see and pay their respects to those who died in one of the bloodiest operations of World War II, the Allies' invasion of France. D-Day is also referred to as the Normandy landings. And this morning, observers say a feud between President Donald Trump and Elon Musk could have consequences for both of them.
Musk says he doesn't like what the president calls his big, beautiful bill. Nonpartisan analysis shows it could add $2.4 trillion to the deficit over the next decade. Musk argues that would defeat all the cost savings achieved by Doge. Meanwhile, the Bloomberg Billionaires Index says Musk's net wealth took a $34 billion hit yesterday, while Tesla stock fell about 14%. And the president has the ability to threaten Musk's government contracts. In a scam alert this morning, more bogus text messages warning about outstanding traffic tickets.
Yeah, the texts say they come from the DMV, claiming the recipient has outstanding traffic ticket fines. They threaten their vehicle registration, saying their driving privileges will be suspended. But these texts, they are not from the state. They say it's similar to the recent unpaid toll scam and other messages pretending to be from trusted sources. If you get one of these texts, do not click any links or respond. Report it through your phone's report junk option and then delete it. And calling all Dolly fans, it's your chance to celebrate all things glitz and glam today and tomorrow. The 5th annual Rhinestone Fest coming back to the Scruffy City. It's happening at bars and businesses all across Old City. That's today and tomorrow. Rhinestone Fest is a family-friendly event, and it's free to attend. The event also helps out the Historic Old City Association.
Well, if you love Marvel movies and comics, this is big. The former editor-in-chief for Marvel, Joe Quesada, is making a stop in Knoxville this weekend. He's going to be at Nirvana Comics tomorrow, promoting his return to the company, developing the new Marvel Knights comic book. Quesada's stories helped lead to the Marvel Universe, which led to the Avengers franchise. Now, these types of events usually only happen in New York or LA, but he chose to come to Knoxville, and a big crowd is expected to meet him, so get there early. Well, if you've been itching to reel a big one in, this is your weekend to do it.
Yeah, this weekend you can fish for free with no license required. In 1991, Bobby Wilson blew the horn for the first fishing day in Tennessee. Now, for more than 32 years, Tennessee has been hosting this event free for the entire family. The TWRA says this event is to encourage people to start fishing. Tomorrow, everyone can fish for free without a license in public waters all across the state. For the week following, kids 15 and under can fish for free the entire week. And we do have a traffic alert for you this morning.
Yeah, more bridge work happening just past the Caryville exit on 75 southbound starting Sunday evening. 75 will be reduced to one lane at mile marker 133 just past exit 134. And once it starts, the lane closure will be in effect 24/7. This is also crews can repair the bridge over the R.J. Corman Railroad. TDOT says the work should be done on or before next Wednesday, but they say expect big delays if you have to drive on 75 South, and be careful around workers too.
We know that's an area that picks up some heavy congestion from previous work. I'll be keeping a close eye on it in the beginning of next week. Taking a live look right now, though, I-75 at Merchant Drive. No issues in that area. 640 west of downtown. Several people headed towards 40. Still looking good, though. 40 at Hall of Fame Drive, closer to downtown. East and westbound lanes up to speed. That is great news heading out the door.
6:56 on the dot. This morning we have some beautiful views, layers of clouds and fog. That sun is shining, but we're taking our rain gear for later. This morning we're taking the water still. Yeah, we have a steamy start, and that'll support storms to start developing. Most of you mid to upper 60s. It's still reading 70 Knoxville. We do have some pockets of dense fog. Southern to Central Valley, up and down visibility, Plateau, Tennessee, Kentucky line. But the next 12 hours, we'll take that humidity and we'll crank out spotty storms into the afternoon, becoming more scattered late afternoon, and then that batch arrives to start tonight. So that does mean we're still steamy. High today, 85 degrees. Tonight starts out with that 80% coverage, downpours, gusty storms, gusts 25 plus miles per hour. So that's outside of a storm. We have more winds, and yeah, those winds are be kicking around at times this weekend, which is why we'll still have some scattered rain. This does at least calm down in time to start next week, but I am tracking it out for you coming up at 7 on the CW.
All right, Heather, thank you so much. Thanks for joining us. Join us on the CW.